Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Morrisville. Where are we right now? I don't even know where we are. Right? Okay. Okay, cool. So just like Joel, I realize I'm also racially ambiguous looking. Right? People cannot tell what I am. They never guess it correctly. My mom's from the Philippines, and my dad's from India. Yeah. But I get all sorts of things. I get like Middle Eastern, I get Hispanic, I get Native American. I do feel like I'm way too good looking to be any of those things though, to be honest. So people keep asking me what I am, right? They always ask me what I am. And I get tired of it, because it's such a common question that people ask me. So when someone asks me what I am now, I just tell them, I'm white. Yeah. No, but I do realize, I'm 100% Asian, but I do look 100% Mexican. I acknowledge that. I get it. So there's certain things I'm able to get away with, all right? So I can hit on girls of both Asian and Mexican descent, right? And I just get double the rejection. Yeah, I also love eating my tacos with chopsticks. Anyone else do that? My Asian genes make me look way younger than I am. I tried to use this to my advantage. I went to someone's quinceañera, but I still struck out. So dating isn't necessarily like a strong suit of mine, right? As an Asian male, we are, the least desirable group according to, surveys and whatnot. And I'm also not very tall. I'm 5'3". All right. But, I do want a wife and kids one day. And so just thinking what is a 5'3" Asian male who looks completely Mexican, what do I have to do to land a wife one day, right? So in my thoughts, I was thinking, females love doctors, right? So in my personal life, I became a medical doctor. Yeah, technically I'm in residency right now. Which is cool. Because when I meet someone for the first time and I introduce myself, I tell them what I do. I told you I'm 5'3", right? But when I'm meeting someone, I meet a beautiful woman and I say, hey, I'm a doctor. I feel like it jumps me up an inch, so now I'm 5'4". Way more attractive, right? Yeah, I know I need my white coat. When I was going through, medical school interviews, they would ask me really formal questions, right? Like, why do you want to become a doctor? What do you bring to the table? Why should we choose you? So I would answer really formally. I said, I enjoy science. I enjoy impacting someone's life in a positive way. I had the good grades. I had the volunteers, the research. So that's what I said in the interview, right? But what I really wanted to say, but that I couldn't say in the interview, was that I did all of this to land a hot wife one day. So ask me in a few years if it was worth it, all right? You guys have been great. I got one more thing for you. So I recently took a trip to Paris. Excellent city. Has anyone ever been there? Yeah, beautiful city. Sorry, anyway. Paris was awesome. One of my favorite movies is this movie called Casablanca. Old black and white movie. It's been on the list of best movies ever made, depending on what you read. But one of the famous lines from that movie is, "We'll always have Paris." So it means that there was a male and a female, and they took a romantic trip to Paris together. And then after that, they broke up, and he's heartbroken, and she finds a new man, and they go their separate ways. Until years later, they run into each other randomly in another country at a bar, and they're reminiscing together. And he goes to her and says, we'll always have Paris. That was our trip. That was nostalgia. So, I was dating this girl in the Triangle area, and I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, but I didn't want things to turn bitter. I didn't want things to turn sour at the end. Because if I happen to run into this lady down the road, I want to be able to say to her, baby, don't ever fret. We'll always have Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Morrisville. All right, you guys have been great. Thank you.